very good day. Our group will be presenting about technology digital services in Malaysia. Our group consists of Jin Long, Muhammad Alif Shahmi, Nur Musfira, Muhammad Imran, Siti Nurfadzila, and myself, Nabila. Malaysia is an ideal and cost-effective testbed for United States companies involved in expanding their market presence in ASEAN. In a country that rises at an annual average growth rate of 9% over a period of 7 years, ICT has been described as the key growing sector. Currently, technology digital services in Malaysia is facing a profitability problem that may affect the entire business if it does not eliminate. Highly successful businesses have the potential to a significant return on their investment, rewarding its owners. Thus, there might be some relationship between the internal and external or both factors towards ROA. Therefore, we want to focus more on the effect of the ROA on those factors. There are 3 research objectives for this study. First is to investigate the impact of internals towards industry performance. Second is to investigate the impacts of externals towards industry performance. Third is to investigate the impact of internals and externals towards industry performance.
I will present literature review. It's divided by industry performance, corporate governance, credit risk, operational risk, and liquidity risk. Firstly, industry performance means achieved within specific time frame, and this time is related to the industry goals. We have 2 ways to calculate industry performance. Firstly is organizational performance, and next one is industry effectiveness method. And the next one is corporate governance. Corporate governance means resolve issues of certain action between investor and mediate the conflict of interest of different claimants of the company. Corporate governance is at the core of industry performance and success. So good corporate governance can help achieve good business results. Credit risk means probability that actual invested income of deferred loss will deviate from expectation. So we can get relationship between credit line and the industry profit is positive correlation. Operational risk. Operational risk is the risk of a loss caused by insufficient internal process, personnel, system, or external event. We also can get positively correlated industry profitability with the probability of operational risk event. In terms of profitability, the direct impact of operational risk on market performance. And the last one is liquidity risk. Simply put, liquidity risk refers to the risk that assets cannot be liquidated and the responsible market price.
The next one is research methodology. According to the Schlesinger, describe research methodology as manipulation of concept, symbol, and matter for the common purpose of expanding, confirming, or correct knowledge whether it helps in the construction theory or art practice. The purpose of this study is to understand return on asset ROA in relation to firm-specific risks such as credit risk, operational risk, and liquidity risk, which extends towards 6 digital service industry profitability. The method that has been used to obtain and analyze the data is IBM Statistical SPSS version 22. SPSS is a statistical analytical software used to graphical, selection, and documented data. It is one of the key statistical processes used to interpret and estimate the relationship between several independent and dependent variables. It calculates descriptive statistics, linear regression, correlation, and coefficient between independent and dependent variables based on quantitative data extracted from annual report and official websites. This study investigates industry profitability for the data obtained in the annual report from the year 2015 to 2019. Industry-specific risk element and financial information are taken from financial report. Besides that, external factors such as external factors of national data are abstract from the focus economics. In addition, stakeholder or shareholder can use this research as reference to help them understand the performance, position and structure of industry in the market.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ibrahim Yusri and my metric number is 265663. For ANOVA part internal factor, we can see that the significant value is 0.007. This indicate that 0.07 is moderate because it is lower than 0.05 but it is higher than 0.001. So this indicate that all of the independent variable is moderately affected the ROA internally. For external factor, we can see that the significant value is 0.515. This indicate that none of the independent variable is connected or is significantly related with the ROA. Next, we will see the internal and external factor. We can see that the significant value is 0.015. This we will see the correlation table. Based on the correlation table, we can see that the ROA is significantly related with the ROE, debt to income, and operating margin only. This show that the increase in profit will correspond with the appreciation of ROA, debt to income, and operating margin. So next, we will go to the descriptive statistic for internal and external model, which is model 3. So ROA is 0.124, which is we will get 0.124 for a $1. So we also can see the ROE, quick ratio, current ratio, the average collection period, which is 621 days. We will get back our money.
Hi, my name is Siti Nur Fazilah binti Abdul Razak. My metric number is 269665. And now I would like to explain about regression coefficient, which is in model 1, as we can see, that ROE has a higher t-value, which is the value is 4.195, and it has 0.00 of significant value, which means that ROE has significant influence to ROA because the p-value of ROE is less than 0.01. Alright, move to model 2. The table shows that inflation has higher t-value, but there is no significant influence to ROA because the p-value is more than 0.05, which means that inflation's interest rate and exchange rate will not affect the ROA. And the last table of coefficients is model 3, which is show that ROE has high t-value with p-value of 0.00, which is less than 0.001, which means that ROE has high significant influence to ROA. And this shows that the most significant variable to managing the company's ROA is return on assets. So based on 3 models, we can conclude that model 1 and model 2 is the greatest factor to explain ROA as a dependent variable.
Okay, for discussion and conclusion, we can see that technology digital services in Malaysia, profitability is influenced by internal factors, which is ROE. ROE is the main factors in internal factor that influencing the profitability by p-value of 0.000, which shows significantly strong relationship. Okay, for the limitation, one of these advantages of this research is that 5 companies of technology digital services in Malaysia are the only sample used to generalize the technology digital services sector for whole information. Besides, this study is limited only to the Malaysian industry. This study also covered just 5 years of financial statement from 2015 to 2019. Because of the time limited, the data is limited and not as a whole. Only a limited amount of knowledge can be collected and analyzed. For the recommendation, this research is focused on only 5 organizations in a country and has minimal data and knowledge on it. Perhaps the future researcher should be encouraged to increase the number of findings and the variables that represent the factors that affect the organization's profitability. Consequently, the result of significance can be obtained and clear evidence can be given as to what factors could affect the dependent variable. That's all from us. Thank you.